Now I know you tired of hearing about the same old ways to make money from home. And in this video, I'm gonna show you all the way through a method that allows you to get free items from Amazon delivered right to your doorstep, all 100% for free, and then turn around and sell it for 100% profit. Now, the method that I'm about to show you is called Amazon Freebies Coupon Code Stacking. Now, it involves using multiple coupon codes on the same item to get that item heavily discounted and sometimes even free. Now, I'm just like most people, bro. At a certain point, I was looking for ways to make money online, not knowing the true power of the internet and how to leverage it. And it wasn't until I started thinking creatively and start thinking outside the box that I was able to discover this method. And now I want to share it with as many people so they can do the exact same thing. Now, there's several Facebook groups that do this actually. And by joining these groups, you can actually be updated on all the discounted items, even ones that don't hit the radar. However, this process can be time consuming and requires a lot of manual effort, right? Like speed and everything like that. But to take it to another level, I'm currently using a bot that is designed to crawl Amazon and do this exact thing for you. And like I said, in this video, I'm gonna show you step by step how to set up one of the bots that I'm using. Because how it makes it better is these bots automatically notify you when the coupon code has went down to 0, giving you an advantage over the manual users. Now, one of the biggest obstacles when it comes to making money from home is just finding a reliable and sustainable method. However, with coupon code stacking, with getting Amazon freebies, you can rest assured that there will always be deals. And so also another obstacle that makes a lot of side hustles hard to get into is that it costs a lot of money to start up. However, this does not cost a lot of money at all. So that's enough of that. Let's jump on the computer and check it out. All right, so we are live from my cook group where I do have access for members of my group for my reselling group. And so the process is simple. You would go in, you would sign up. They do offer a 7-day free trial. So ultimately, bro, you can start this and start profiting before you even have to start paying for this, bro. So I'm about to run you through everything you need. So first off, I want you to notice how a lot of people have never seen the inside of a bot. I know a lot of people are interested in sneaker botting or interested in botting, period. What you instantly notice is that it honestly looks like any other program that you would use honestly anywhere else. So I know there's a huge misconception that, you know, you have to know code or anything to run bots. No, you just simply have to know how to read. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna need is proxies. Right now, what proxies are ultimately is an alternate IP address, right? Because your IP address is the first way that any bot protection can identify you, right? I always tell people to think of it like an ID, right? Think of it like an identification card. So where you would get proxies, right? Also in my cook group, we actually have access and a good discount with Proxy Chimp. You can use whatever proxies you want. There are even proxies on wap.com that cost like, I believe, $5, bro. So proxies are definitely affordable, right? You can get some proxies for as low as $5, right? So because I can't show you my personal information, I'm not gonna show you my proxies, but I'm gonna go ahead and go through as if I was putting proxies in here, and I'm gonna put a fictional proxy in. So you'd come to new proxy list and you would name the list. Let's say it is Proxy Chimp Proxies, right? And then you would come in here. That's this user passport IP port. That's how you're gonna see proxies written. I put a fictional one in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and save that, right? So now I'm gonna test that just to show you can't steal it, right? Proxy failed, invalid server, right? Your proxies should not do that. Your proxies should turn green. Your proxies, if they do that, you would probably either need to generate new proxies or go to your provider and tell them like, hey, these ain't working, right? So that's the first part. Your proxies are the very first part. This right here is where your checkouts are gonna be. Now, the reason why this is empty is because I run this on a server, right? The reason I run it on a server is because you really wanna have a bot like this running 24/7 all the time, because deals, coupon codes, when they stack, they don't just happen at a certain time. They happen while you're asleep, they happen while you're at school, while you're in the shower, all type of things. So you need to run it all the time. Now, there are ways you can get like free servers. You don't need a really high performing server, but I will link you some videos on creating a Google server and an Amazon web server, right? But If you don't have a server and you have a computer at home that you can run all day, maybe it's an old Windows computer or something like that, then that might work out. But also, for the sake of this video, once again, I cannot show y'all my personal information, so I just set it up on my local machine, right? So task groups, right? This is where all the magic happens, right? This, surprisingly enough, is the meat of this whole video, right? Because your task groups are how you're gonna set everything up. So you're gonna hit a new task group and you're gonna call it, let's say, my account. And of course, it's gonna be Amazon. We're gonna monitor freebies, proxy list, proxy chimp, mode, we're gonna do normal. Now, minimum percent checkout, right? This is where you need to pay attention. Minimum percent checkout pretty much means what's the lowest percent checkout that you want, right? So if you want all free items, you would say 100, right? I want nothing discounted lower than 100. However, here's why you don't want to just do free items, especially if you got a little capital to play with. All the good stuff, right? Your cameras, your TVs, right? All the good electronics. It's rare that they're gonna be always 100% discounted, right? But if you catch it for a 75% discount, if you catch it for an 85% discount, it's still worth it, right? Because even if you mark them up to half, you still make a profit, right? So that's pretty much what that means, right? This maximum dollars total, right? What that means is, how much am I willing to spend, right? So let's say we got 75 here, and the most I'm willing to spend is 50 bucks. Now I'm setting myself up to get some of that stuff that I'm talking about, right? But you could even go lower. You could go 25 or whatever the case may be. So that's simply what that means. Now, as far as minimum amount dollars total, it's the same thing, right? What's the minimum amount that you're willing to spend? This is gonna be for my people. Honestly, you're gonna leave that at 0 if you want freebies. But if you're one of those people who, let's say, I don't really care about the freebies, I'm in it for the good stuff, then boom, you don't want that clutter, because bro, I'm telling you right now, when you set this bot up, you are gonna have an overload of stuff, bro. I just have a whole bunch of stuff, bro. And some of it, honestly, when I first started getting it, I'm like, bro, what I'm gonna do with this? But stay with me and I'm gonna tell you how you can sell this and just the many ways you can even make money off this stuff, right? So, but that's pretty much what that is, right? So we want freebies, so we're gonna go maximum discount, the maximum total, 0, and then we're gonna hit add, right? But we're not done yet. That's not it. You're gonna come over here and to add, right? And so this format is how you're gonna enter in your account. So you do your email, your password, your TOTP, which ultimately that's the two-factor verification code that you would be getting, and then your proxy, right? However, that's hard to do. So what I usually do is just type my email. So I'm gonna do Rico Copeland, and then do the 3, and then do 1 2 3, and then do the 3 1 2 3, and then do the 3, whatever I press there, and then hit add. So once you have that added, then it'll be easy, right? You would come in here, you would put in the right password, you'd put in this right number, and then you'd put in this correct proxy. Now, to get this number, right, they have documentation. It's quite simple, and they completely walk you through the whole thing, the whole setup of setting that up and getting that number. Here you see more where they just kind of walk you through step by step how to get this stuff. So another thing that I like about it is that they've got pretty comprehensive guides. They got step-by-step guides, which a lot of the times you don't see that a lot. So boom, what you would do at that point, mine isn't gonna work, but once you have all your information in here, you're just gonna hit play, and then it'll tell you that your task started at the bottom, and then you would literally just sit there and let it run. Now, let's talk about where we will flip these, right? Ultimately, where you will flip them is 2 places, eBay, right? And then, of course, I put Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, OfferUp, all those different things in the same boat, right? You're gonna have a lot of success selling this stuff because, once again, one thing that I've learned just in my reselling journey is that, hey, you can flip used items too, but there is absolutely nothing like something that is brand new coming out the wrapper, right? When you think of it from that angle, you can make money that way. Now, that's not the only way that you can make some money, bro. That's not the only way. There's something called ACO, right? And what that means is that you ultimately can run this bot for your friends, right? So your friends are gonna start to see that you're getting all this free Amazon stuff, and they say, hey bro, how are you doing that? You let them know how you're doing it, and you tell them, oh, hey bro, look, I can hook your account up. Now, ultimately, you would have to trust me with your password and stuff like that. However, you can charge people to do this same process, right? So you would add a new task group, right? And here's why you would charge, because those proxies are not going to be free to you, right? So you're ultimately going to be spending a little money to make a little money, but that's how it works. So let's say your homie's name is John account, right? Amazon freebies. Same thing. If he wants nothing but free stuff, 000 it out, right? And then boom, you got John account in here, and we do the same thing. We add, right, john@gmail.com, John's password, whatever that number is, that two-factor authentication number is, which he would provide to you, and then the proxy, right? And then you add that in, and of course you'd come over here and edit whatever you need to if you just put placeholder. And so you can have multiple task groups running at the same time, right? But let's look at something else before we get up out of here, right? I want to take y'all through the success of the users, people that are like getting wins right now as we speak. Somebody hit a 10 clip of whatever these are, because let me explain this to you, right? This right here, you're wondering how does he get 10? What people do and how far people have taken this is, this person has 10 Prime accounts that they're specifically using this for, right? And so when you think of 10 Prime accounts, you think of, okay, dang, that's $150 a month. But I promise you, this person has made a business out of this. They probably do garage sales where they just completely clean up, right? But we're gonna go look at some more stuff. Apple Watch chargers, right? 100% free. Wireless charging bases, 100% free. Chargers, 100% free. Gel polish, like that's the thing too. It's a lot of random stuff, right? I know a lot of people, when I was first getting into this, a lot of people were asking me like, well, bro, how do I get the free iPhone? How do I get the free this and that? And you can't pick. The best you can do is kind of narrow down what you're trying to get, which is by discount, right? So people are just checking out all kinds of stuff, right? And like I said, especially with these electronics, you can get this stuff, and my rule of thumb was to always sell it for half of whatever retail value was, just so that I could get it off my hands. So man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Rico gang, I love y'all, bro. Till next time, let's get it.